Hey, what's up? My name's Kyle, and I'm reviewing the course The Airbnb Arbitrage Roadmap by Preston Seo. I've purchased over $100,000 worth of courses in the past 5 years, and that doesn't even include the courses I bought before I started actually making money online and was able to escape my 9 to 5 that I absolutely hated. Mine was more of like a 7 to midnight type business, but I won't get into that. Um, you're here because you're trying to make some money in a passive way with Airbnb or online, and you're trying to get out of your previous business model or your current line of work. And it's not easy. You have to experiment with a bunch of stuff to land on something. But when it comes to Airbnbs, they have had their moment. In my personal belief, Airbnbs are not really, I wouldn't call it passive, but it's still better than, working a 9 to 5, because you get to do it at your own time and you get to manage it from home. But, there are probably ways to make Airbnb work these days, but you really have to stand out, because I know personally, I used to stay in Airbnbs all the time, but as of the last few years, hotels are way more appealing to me because they offer you all these amenities. You don't have to pay all these extra fees, and Airbnbs just are very underwhelming lately. Every time you show up, they're a little bit seedy around the edges. So I would say go after Airbnb, but use your head. Is it really what it used to be? Our home prices are super expensive. You really have to crunch the numbers to make sure you can get the ROI from your rentals. And make sure the competition isn't blowing up in your neighborhood, and check the local laws or see what laws might be coming up to possibly ban Airbnbs or limit them in the neighborhood you're going after. I personally did not get my internet freedom from Airbnb. I do a little business model that's basically where I rent websites to business owners, and it's basically like owning digital real estate, and for a lot less money, and it's a lot easier to manage. Basically, what I do is I'll build a little website in Jackson, Mississippi called Junk Removal Jackson, Mississippi, right? And I'll build that website out. It gets ranked on Google. Anytime people start searching for Junk Removal Jackson, Mississippi, my website will show up. So people start calling the little fake phone number I have on there. Well, it's not fake. It's just a tracking phone number. It's an auto forwarding phone number. And people start calling that phone number, and I start sending that to my voicemail. All the calls start trickling into my voicemail at first. And then when there's a good flow of calls, that's when I call a business owner in Jackson, Mississippi, a business owner who owns a junk removal company. And then I work out a deal with him to pay me $1,000 a month to take all the calls that come in through my website. So once he agrees to pay me $1,000, I flip a little switch on the website that controls my tracking number and starts auto-forwarding all the calls to him. Now, he gets all the phone calls from my website, makes $5,000-$10,000 a month off all the calls I send him, and he only has to pay me $1,000 a month. These are just example numbers. It's passive up until you get to like 10 clients, and then you have to start dealing with okay, maybe they'll have a complaint here and there, or a credit card will decline. That's really the amount of work I have to put in at this point, but this is the thing where all the work is front loaded. You build the website, get it ranked, and then you don't really have to do anything to it forever. Great business model. I make over $350K a year now from it. I've been doing it for 5 years though, and I have over 100 websites. So great business model. If you have questions about that business model, I have left my email in the description, and I left a link to a course that I endorse that teaches this business model. But way lower barrier to entry to start making money with this business model than having to buy a piece of real estate and take out $1 million loan and hope that you could rent it out. It'll cost you $15 a month in hosting fees, maybe depending on what builder you use, and then $2.50 a month for the phone number. And that's all you're really risking is $17.50, and you just have to get it rented out. But if you're looking to get into the course Airbnb Arbitrage, there are two things I always tell people. Number one, always make sure the course you're going to sign up for has a Facebook group or a Discord group, because the course instructor is not always going to be available to answer your questions. So you want to have a community of people to get get questions answered and have resources for other information. But also you want to watch a lot of the course instructors' videos on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, because you want to make sure they're a good teacher. Make sure they explain things to you in a way that you comprehend. They vibe with you. Because if you have to watch 10 hours of their content and they're not getting through to you, it's going to be a big waste of money. So make sure they're a good teacher. But all I got to say is good luck on your Make Money Online journey. If you have questions about my business model, shoot me an email. My email's in the description. And if there's a sales page for the course that I endorse for this business model that I do, and there's a lot of information and videos and student interviews on the sales page that'll give you some more information. But good luck on your Making Money Online journey, and hope you find your niche.